Okay, so um, we're back at implementing the old heart icon UI functionality, and crazy. I watched the previous video just to just to check on it. I mean, I guess it was private at that time. Then I just made it public, and I was just scrolling through it, and I just noticed there's like no sound at all. Guess I made the mistake of sound. The sound was not recorded, so it's like an hour. I don't know how long it was, maybe like an hour and a half of silence. Okay, I just think I just verified that th no, that this is working based on the share. Open the share link and there's a delay, but like at least the sound is working. So guess the other video, I'm just gonna leave it up. It's okay. I don't think anyone's gonna come across it anyways, across the videos. I'm just doing it for myself. At least because it gives me like chance to like focus, like a 2 hour, anywhere from like an hour and a half to 3 hour block of full like concentration working on features. So where did we leave off? Okay, yeah. In the last video I was mentioning how I did want to, the problem we had was how would we be aware that someone clicked the like song? Or when like Spotify first loads and there's a current song, how do we know whether it's on or not? To I mean, if it's checked or not, like it's in this state or it's it's in the clear state to be able to update this. Because eventually we want to hide this altogether, right? You want to make it invisible. It's not. I mean, you don't want to hide it, but we want to make it invisible. So we can just check the value and update that. And this will work for like on first load and on track changes, right? So that's what we want. Because for other cases where someone clicks this, we don't have to worry about clicking it. For now, we're just going to assume it's, that we're going to hide and they'll click this to like a song or and click it again to unlike it. So yeah, and I was trying to find a path to how do we watch this to see if there's changes to this on load or on next track. And I was like, oh, maybe it has to do with now playing observer. But we checked, it's like on like first load or on track change, we're not getting this, or we're not getting something specific that is such a change. I think the closer we're getting is that like ideally we want a mutation that this button's let's see, that it's already checked value changed, right? But we weren't getting this at all. I think the only change we would get is like I want to say maybe something like I know it being removed. I think maybe like I think with the SVG being removed. Let's see. I think it gets removed. Let's see what happens when I click on it. Did it get remove something? I don't know, but I remember there being like I logged in and I seen mutations. I wasn't like wouldn't be able to readily tell what it was, and I didn't want to take no chances. And And even then, so I left. I think that's where it was paused at. So maybe we would have to have a separate mutation just to watch for this button, and which seems crazy. I mean, it's not bad if we watched it and just particularly just for this label, not aria check value that might that might I guess be enough. To, but I assume like if we have like if we have this song like this song like this song liked, and then we go from this song liked to this song liked. mm, I mean, we change from taste to everything, and they're both liked. I don't know if that value would change, and we could test it and see. But I found an easier solution in the highlight util, where I had this logic right here that I was using for. I think I was using something similar for the block icon. So on song change, I would check whether this song was blocked, and then I would set a timer for it, right? Set like a 250 millisecond timer, and just to wait until like the song has loaded, and then check it against my my store, in the session store, if this particular track has is blocked or not. If it's blocked, then I mark it as I guess change the fill color to the Spotify brand color. If it's not, I either leave it as it is or I'll unset the color to the current color. And that's what I've been doing for this and also the loop icon, the loop track icon. Also, yes, something like that. 'Cause I think that this one takes a little bit of time to load. Yeah. So, anyways, my idea was to use something similar where I have a timer, right? When this when this page first loads, see how long it takes to first load for initial page load. Like I can't readily just get this state until like the page is fully loaded. Then I have to wait for it, and then I can read it. And then when a track changes, let's make sure this is sound is off. Okay. So when the track changes, same thing because Spotify has to fill it in based on its cache data for the track. And, oh, what am I doing? All right. So I think previously I think we did, yeah, we did refactor this highlight icon so it could work for both the loop icon and our new heart icon. And a new thing that I just recently added was the fill. Because fill this we actually have to fill it in, right? But for the loop track, it's just a stroke we're changing color for. There's nothing really to fill. So we want to, because if it's highlighted, we shouldn't fill it in. So the fill should be unset, and we don't want to be current color. For here, the fill doesn't really apply because it's just like this kind of glyph where it's like a rope or a loop, whatever it is. But here, if it's not a light track, we want to unset the fill. Now, so we introduced this new palette timer, palette icon timer, which just calls this, what, every like, you set an interval for 100 milliseconds. I think like that's like enough time to be able to fill it in. It doesn't look too janky. Like, so if I go back to this track, which I really like, just discovered this track today. Like I love Snow Allegra, but I haven't listened to this album because I don't know, I heard like maybe either this song or another song now that kind of put me off a little bit because this album to me is like one of the greatest albums of 2019 and maybe like greatest albums ever. It's like a flawless album, and I hesitate to listen to newer music because it was like I just feel I'll be like disappointed because this is like a magnum opus, and it's like I don't know, it's like I don't want to be disappointed, so I held off. But then I just heard this track today, and have it on repeat for I've listened for like almost 50 times today, and I'm gonna listen to it like put on loop for like a little for maybe next week. Then maybe I'll get some courage to listen to this album because this track alone is like okay, yeah, I have to see what I've been missing out on. Yeah, I heard "Dying for Your Love" as well. But like this is the album of albums. If you want to introduce an artist to you introduce someone to Snow Allegra, yeah, I would say it's this album. This album, then this album. I haven't listened to this one yet, but I heard this single. I think yeah, this is probably new. I heard it today as well. Anyways, yeah. So if you did a let's say taste, I go I like it, right? I go I like it, but no, let's like it from here. I have to like songs, and then let's say I just load the page. Actually fills it in. It could be shorter because it's an interval that it runs every whatever half a millisecond. This is now like a hundredth of a second. We can run it at a 50th of a second or whatever. Let's see if we can get it to like near what's it called? Uh, didn't catch it, but okay, let's remove this. But if we let's see if we make it like almost instantaneous. As soon as that one fills in, the hard icon should fill in as well. Oh, it doesn't. How do I get? Okay, this is zoomed out fully, right? Let me drag it all the way down. Maybe that'll see if we can catch it. Yeah, it's not perfect. So I assume we had this loads and then we add in our icons and then okay, yeah, the icons not added. Now let's fill it in. The state, it's okay. We added zero. No, zeros. Maybe. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, maybe that. All right, so that highlights it, right? So and and then like so if we remove the highlight, it's going to be this similar, and we don't have to worry about that for now. Ideally, we would change it based on changing it from here. It would also affect it here. We don't have to worry about that right now. Yeah, okay. So we have that part done. We don't have to worry about changing it from me from here because we're gonna also remove this one and replace it fully with the hard icon. So we have and we're updating it based on track change and our first load, right? And we're doing it. We're calling highlight icon this in our now thing observer, I think. Now thing, yeah, we call on yeah when we first initialize this observer, call it there, then call it again on track change. So when someone changes the track, fine. So for today, I mean, yeah, for next hour maybe, we're gonna be working on adding listeners to this. So if I click on it, it should like the track. So in our Spotify, web API, see, add, get current. Let's see where it is. I know it's like tracks maybe. Get track, remove user, save tracks for current user. Yeah. So this would be the endpoint we would need to hit. What is it? Me slash tracks, and then the ID. We'll only send one track, but that's essentially what we would do. That and remove track. So let me just let me see if there's the changes I did. So let's commit our changes to highlight. It would be just add highlight icon after delay, I guess. Add delay timer to highlight icon util, highlight icon function, and then I know I haven't committed models icon yet. Art icon, yeah, let's commit this. And currently now just almost like fully just for the current track, but eventually it should be able to work for any single track, whether it's here or like an artist page. And so get source models or models, art icon, and it'll be like I'm gonna call this a stub heart icon model to set track liked state. Let's call that. It's not really a stub because we do have some functionality for it. And now for observers, update or icon UI on track change. And we can push it up. I have a draft PR up. Right. So let's first same thing as before, let's set up a services to update to I mean to save track and remove track. Yeah, one need two of them. I mean we could also like get all of this data like for the user saved tracks. But like and then I don't know what the limit is, but like it's not you would have to like always be checking because like for a liked playlist, people will have hundreds, maybe thousands. I don't know what the limit is, but I know Spotify can I think maybe hold up to like 10,000, close to 10,000 songs in the liked songs playlist, or maybe in any playlist. I'm not sure. So, and how they do it is like when you which is a threshold and you scroll down, it loads more. That's when they fetch more data for it. And if we want to do that, we would have to do the similar thing. You would to get the state for like which we're not gonna do. So let's see. Our services for services. We have player, which um, I might just create a separate one for same tracks or like tracks. What we want to call it users track user. Um, so the endpoint is what slash me plus tracks. So let's just call it tracks. It's general enough, but we only have like two endpoints to hit, or it's the same endpoint, I think. It's just different request types. So let's put it tracks, track.js, and let's just the simpler one. Let's go here and just copy whatever is in here and use it as template. It's gonna be similar stuff. We don't need the player part. It's gonna be slash me slash tracks. and we want um, save or let's call it add to liked, add to liked, add to like tracks. We only need the track ID. Um, yeah, we're gonna use only like a single. Let's call it track ID, and the URI. So the ID is going to just be the single. We don't need, and it's going to be IDs, an array of strings here, and we can just add the ID here, and we don't need that. And this could be one line for now, but I assume Prettier will end up changing it. I don't have Prettier set up yet, but there's an open repo. I got a contributor to set up to implement a Prettier config and for pre-commit using Husky and linked staged. Um, probably merge that soon, even probably before this PR is finished. So we might have to rebase and get all those changes and then re-prettify it. Which I don't know because look how neat this is, but then with prettier, it's going to end up being probably something like this. Which I don't know, it's like 3 lines when it could just be a single line. All right, it doesn't matter. Prettier gods can handle it. I gotta relinquish some stuff. Set option, so it's gonna be at to save. It's gonna be a put and the body, and you don't need the device ID, and no changes to API URL. So let's just do API URL. Don't need that. And it's gonna be the same thing really here as well. Could probably use the same. Yeah, you know what? Should we just use the same? Let's just confirm something. Remove user saved tracks. Let's just delete. Right? Yeah. Let's just call it update. What it's called? Update like tracks and call it method. Right. And method would be method. I mean, it would make sense to have it separate, but it's like just repeated code. Now, for TypeScript, this would be like where I would have and should try to make sure it's user only needs a delete or put. Well, like I can remember. Just leave a note here. Method must be either put or delete. Part of the explanation. That should be enough, I guess. And oh yeah, track IDs. No, I'm using it for the ID. I don't wanna. There's no point. And let's get rid of this. And we can probably just get rid of all this. We just export the function. Like you know, that state body. Yeah, that's it. Right. We have a service, and that's basically all it requires. Changed here. Oh, wait a minute. I have to rewrite the what was the previous main message. Oh, but no, I'm not. I don't care. I think it was just removed. I'm not gonna have it commit just because I removed the line. Yeah. Okay. So it adds source services. Yeah. All right. So this is where now we have to make a decision. Our icon, we're using it to just update the state based on changes to the current playing track, and that's via through the now playing observer, right? But but the model is not placing the icon. It's not creating the icon and placing it. It's because the now playing icons model is the one doing that. Where we have it right here. Which I mean makes sense because it's now playing. It's in the now playing icons list. But the issue is, if we have a or model for it, why isn't a model like setting it up as well, creating the icon and placing it? Which, based on the pattern we have set for the loop icon, where for this one, we're the one who places it and set up the listeners for it. So it's kind of like its own container. So if we click on it, we have a button and it has a listener on it. You can't see this code. But anyway, so we have a handler for it. If you click on it, it checks the state. I mean, it adds, if it's not looping, we set it to loop. If it is looping, we turn it off. And it also changes the tooltip label for it. And kind of want the hard icon model to handle all of that too, because it has to handle the state of the tooltip, whether it's text is liked song or just unliked song. Have to set up an event listener for it to call the service. We, yeah, so I'm thinking maybe we just we remove it. I'm also looking at this. This is an older pattern because I think this was implemented before, like for even skip song. Why why is this in here and now like in its own model? This was before we were ended up having this functionality where on any track it's not just a current track. So it's like it was like an art old case, old pattern we used. All right. So I guess we could also, how do you know when do we place all this? And I guess, okay, so for hard icon, I mean for loop icon, how does it know where to place it? Okay, we find this, we find the, what is this? Control button skip forward? No. Okay, yeah, we find this one, we find this control button skip forward. We get its parent because I think this is all in a single container. And then we just say add this to the end of this container. And we can do the same thing to this, I guess. But I would say we instead of a parent child, I think I forgot. We do the opposite of this. I think it's instead of a pen child, which adds it to the end, it'll be maybe here, which could be fine. Or we could add it to friend. It would be, I think, insert before. Yeah, let's try that first. We want to move everything to the now thing icon. And one thing, yeah, I'm just thinking about it now, it's going to be more complicated than this being used for both here and here, because this is going to place the icon here and set the listener for it. It's gonna there might be like similar methods. So we might have like a parent that it inherits from. So this would be like a now playing hard icon. The other one would be like a track list hard icon. Well, let's not we can refactor that later. Yeah, I see that's we'll end up what we're going to do. So let's in loop icon, let's see. We need the place place and up I don't know if we have to update it. Yeah, we'll probably need to insert before. And to create, we need to be able to create it, but we already have. Okay, let's. This is first of all, copy the init. So we'll have an init function. So that means we need a now a place icon, and we'll probably have like a set of listeners. I guess it's only one listener really, and um, what else do we need? And create icon. We need this. Create icon. That means we need the. We also need the icon. And for placing icon, let's see what we do end up doing here. Why do we need an update icon position? Wait, it doesn't seem like this is being called update icon position. Okay, maybe we don't need it. Okay, maybe it's not being called. It's an outward facing. Um, so let's check. Where is that called? Update icon position. Oh, it's in the loop. Now playing. Now playing. Oh, if song changes. Let's see if that changes anything. And it's playing. And then I click next. Doesn't seem to be affected. Like, might not even really need it. I think it might be if it was like in between one of these. I think, yeah, I think that's why. Because update the position is for like one of these values that are like taking up the initial position of this, like this, the repeat or whatever loop, the Spotify icon used to be right here. So on song change, I think it probably tries to revert back. But we have this, we have I think a function for both of these where to ensure that it always stays in the middle, the fast forward and sync that always stays between, like, I mean, I guess maybe it's either stays after the shuffle button for the rewind, and the fast forward is always after the fast skip forward button. I remember. I'm gonna leave it as it is. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's being used or making a change, but if it's there, maybe it's there for a reason. So what I really needed is So I need to place icon, and it's gonna be a similar thing where I have to find. Okay. So, okay, it makes sense. Well, initially why I placed it here because I need to know. Mm, good for fixing these icons. Let's just make sure it's in this container. Now playing widget, create root container. Need to know. I'm thinking like, cause I'm not sure like if this gets added first. I assume. I mean, if these two icons get added first, then this gets added. Because if we move it to our heart icon, which one gets run first? Now playing icon. Where is this being set? Really? I go to app. Now playing icons. Okay, we call it. Okay, okay, so it's placed first, really. It's one of the first stuff that it's placed. Oh, we initialize course, which is like this UI really, but it's going to be hidden. Then we add the buttons and then connect this to this. So then we have our now ping observer. And I guess that's fine. Now ping observer is where we would end up initializing, where we currently initialize the loop icon, then we would also end up, that'd be where we initialize our heart icon. Yeah, okay, that's fine. No big deal. Okay. So create a heart icon, and then we just have to place it. Place it. So we find our settings. So we'd have to, since this would already be placed, we find this button and and this button. Oh no, just find the chorus ID. Find chorus and just insert before, I guess, whatever. It would be all right. So let's find let's call it chorus container inside to the chorus and our heart icon, hard button. Let's call it hard button because that's what it is. This dot create hard icon. And I guess we can just call get on it because we're just getting it. Okay, so now we have chorus container dot, I think it's insert before, and we would have, let's confirm something for the insert before. It might be insert, yeah, I think it's insert before. It's not HTML. I mean, JSON HTML because why we used, yeah, because we have a parser. We parse node string, then we can append insert the new node and the reference node. Inserts a node before a reference node as a child of the specified parent node. No, that won't work, I don't think. Because the parent node would be node to insert, node before which news. If the new node, node before which. No, okay, so we had, hmm. All right, let's change. We don't need the parent. It would be the parent. So we want just put the course icon. So we want this is going to be our reference node, and we want to insert it before this one. So it'll be here. So let's call it reference node. Ref node would be chorus. I think it's chorus. Chorus icon. Yeah. So let's call it chorus. It's chorus icon. It can probably just be like chorus settings maybe. But it's really the settings one that displays. Why is all of this gone? Oh, an error somewhere. No, okay, chorus. Chorus icon. This is the new node. So we want, wait, do I need, or how am I setting it? I'm going to see the example. Parent div. Parent div. Oh, it's only the parent div. Okay, let's call parent. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Wait, okay. So we don't need to actually. We can find the parent div. Just it would be ref node dot parent element dot insert before, and it would, and the first argument is the new node. New node would be the hard button, and then reference node would be whatever the, oh no, this is, why am I doing it here? This should be in place icon. That's where it should be. Our listeners should be able to get heart icon. And we should be able to return document dot query selector I want to say it's chorus heart, maybe. And that would be this dot. Yeah, let's call it a heart button. And then assume it's present at event listener on click. And that's for now. Let's just have a stub. So place icon, tab listening. And let's see for double. We should now have, no, I guess we shouldn't yet. So init, we have to call init first. We're gonna call it the same way where we called our loop, not there, our now playing observer. And I have a similar approach to loop icon dot art icon. We initialize it, and wherever. I think that's it. It's up to initialize it. And eventually, we're gonna have to have a remove icon as well. Let's add that right now. Or be just some desktop art button if it's present. Dot remove. How do I keep? Okay, I keep changing it from icon to button. The entire thing is an. I guess okay. How do I want to refer to it? Let's call this. Let's call it. Yeah, there's some. I'm going to standardize something using icon. And sometimes I'm using icon to refer to the SCG. Instead of using it to refer to the button, the overall button. I have two of them, right? Okay, so I have button is course hard, which is fine. So it did not get placed. Let's see, there should be an error or something. Assuming like we do initialize it. Or no, wait, I don't think we ever called init. No, we did. No, did I save this? And So, heart. I assume there should be two. One from here where we um or maybe there is only wait, I initialize no heart icon I highlight no. I call no, this is the observer. I'm talking about the loop icon. So you see create heart icon. I don't think I have that function any longer. No, it's still there, but it's now a getter. So this should not work. So that means I think it's correct. So that means it's coming from our heart icon in our that we initialize. Let's remove this and see since we don't need it no longer. We don't need it here. Oh no. So we call it from here. Yeah, I forgot this method. So it would still work from here. That's let's see where we have. We don't need this anymore because we're moving it all to there should be no heart icon anywhere in this page. Yeah, let's see if there's an error somewhere. Doesn't look like it. Hard button must be declared in an enclosing class. This is in models. No, right? What are you talking about? Let's see hard icon. Oh yeah, okay. I went from hard icon to hard button. Okay, let's stick to a hard icon. I get that's one error. Let's see if there's nope. There is no. That's okay. Let's try recalling it. Call place icon. Let's see if we're getting. Oh no. Okay, see, this is where no parent element reference node is this. Is our heart. These are settings, which is the chorus icon ID, yeah. And the parent element would be the chorus div. So on this div, we want to insert before this, we want to add this new. We want to insert the heart button. Okay, let's see if we're getting the right values for heart button, ref node, and its parent element. Or should it be parent node? I'm trying to see. Maybe it makes sense for it to be the parent node. Because it's a node. It says it's node. Oh, we're not even getting any logs. This is not being called. This place icon. This setup listener. Init. Init. So we're now playing observer. We call init. Something change? Okay. Post this following now thing. Stay on emit. That's at the end. Let's see. Wait, what? There has to be an error somewhere. If it's not, parse notes. Oh my God. Such an idiot. Okay. Thinking like it's not a native. This is a util I think I made. Import parse node string from somewhere. I think maybe the util's called parse node string or parser. Okay, from parser. Let's move it all the way up here. Kind of like separate like components from utils. I usually probably have components higher up and then utils lower. But look at it. Look at that line. Otherwise, it'll be going like this with I don't know. There is no solution, man. I'm now reading parent element. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Reference node. How is this not being course icon? Which is, or maybe you just have to like wait until this loads. To wait until. Let's see. Let's see if I set a timeout to like half a second. Okay, there it is. It might be too long though. The reason I don't have to set one up that's timeout for the loop one is because this would already be present. It's all based off of already present loaded Spotify's own skip forward button. But here I'm waiting on. I mean, this is relying on this. Okay, you know what? Maybe I don't need it to be within the now playing icon. So let's set the reference to be, oh shoot, to be this to be so it would be now playing widget. What is this? Now playing widget. I know it's gonna be the okay. Let's call it button now. Yeah. So now what is it? Data test ID. So it's good. Data edit data test ID equals now thing widget, and let's find the button. Only one button, right? Yeah, it should just be the button. And we have our reference button and the parent element. Parent reference of the parent element would be this, which is fine. And we want to insert before this. Yeah, so nothing really changes. It just means we don't need the timeout no longer. Yeah, we're good. All right. So move all this. We have this outside up now. Let's commit this. It's simple enough. We'll commit what are we doing? It's more, it's really a refactor, really. Okay. Move hard icon, create a set to model. So now let's add the listener to it. So we, where is our listener? Set up listener. Okay. And a little button. Set up listeners. Yeah, we can either do this or I guess I don't know. It might be easier to add an on click. But we'll see. So let's okay to call our service, and our service requires what does it require? It requires a track ID. Requires a track ID and the method we want. So if it's a put delete, we're gonna read whether this is highlighted. I mean, that's the state of it. If it's unfilled, we send a put request add it to our like tracks. If it's already filled in, we it's a delete request. And our track ID, we can just get it from the track's current data, and that would be from our store. So let's see. Let's start about the handle click, I guess. Handle click, and we want it to be a private function as well. It's going to be async. So let's see. Our method would be if I get the current state. It um, it has a heart icon. The current state we we want it based off of not our heart this, but I think on off of this. This will always be the truest state, like on a load. Eventually this will be the truest state, but let's just always use this one as the default as the truest state. So that is track liked. So it would be um where is this icon? Like no, not playing. It's highlighted. Okay. Oh, we don't need to get its track liked. We just get it's highlighted. It would be this dot. Um, this should probably be like private. It doesn't need to be exposed. It should be private. This should also be. I don't know if we're using icon. Are we using icon? Yeah, I don't know. I think we use this. We don't need this. Yeah, we don't need this. We just remove this. Yeah, yeah, we don't need it. So we have our method, and we need to get the track ID. Const ID equal to. Wait, why isn't this? Oh, okay. People black books are charging. All right. So ID, we need to access the store for the current track. So the say await current data get track or the read track. Let's see. This is in our store. And we have song ID read track yet. So this should get us current data for the track, and it should include the track ID, and it was a read track, and this would be the track. But we only need the track ID, right? I think it's no ID would be. I think it would be labeled as track ID, and that's import current data, and then here we would call service. But remember, or actually, we could probably just call it. Like, remember, if you call, if I recall, I guess, from our queue service, we couldn't make that call, I think, because we had to call the backend to get the device ID from the storage, the Chrome, not the browser local storage, but the Chrome extension's own storage solution. And we can't call that. We can only call that from a background script. So that's why we had to dispatch a message to the background script to run and then send back the response of the message. I think now we don't need to, but we'll find out. So here's our what's it called our tracks. Does not make use of any it does not have to retrieve the state of our device ID or anything from the store. Oh, okay. So we can try calling it. Um, what is it called? So, track update like track. Like tracks and we send our method and track ID. I mean ID as the track ID. I say too early, so never imported the service. This is highlighted. This is highlighted. Did I? Oh, I made this private, and it's also a getter. So try receiver must be an instance. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's either we have to like async turn it into a anonymous function. Cannot read properties to undefined reading local. Oh, method is null. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so if it's highlighted, then we want to delete. It should be delete. Otherwise, it's output request. And why would you have to worry about getting state? I don't think I'm calling. Let me do. I'll wait the response of this. Oh no. Okay, so our request does still make use of it. If I go to request, we still call get state to get the header. The header, get the auth token, to get the freshest auth token. So we do have to dispatch it. Dispatch. Oh, okay. I thought we could maybe skip that step, but nope. So, let's create a dispatch. 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 Tra- Okay. And really, this is where I guess this either we pass it or we just remove all this to here instead. And we need our this dot dispatcher. Or we could just call it new from there, but we might as well just have it active. New dispatcher. I don't know if dispatcher requires. No, it doesn't require an argument. So dispatcher this dot dispatcher dot send event detail. I mean event type and detail. Event type would be let's call it just tracks or like track. Tracks dot what can we send the same event? It doesn't matter where it is. Tracks dot like tracks dot set tracks. Let's call it update, I guess. So if we're adding it to updating, if we're removing it to updating, and event, I think it's event detail. I'm gonna have to reference one that I find one that I know. Song tracker. I have a dispatcher there. Event type, event detail. And it would be just a key, the same key. And the arguments would be updated and RID. It's essentially, I don't even know if we need, so it should not be, oh, we still get the return value, right? No, let's just have this. Let's return whatever this is. I don't know if we return the response. Response track rate 200 or track saved. Oh, that's, I think it's set. Okay, if track saved. Key response. Yeah, I think just if it says a 200 response, you won't get anything back. Unless, okay, let me put this string here. I don't know what track this is even, but let's try. Is that track now like time is running out? Oh, this is a lot of music. What? Okay, I don't know who this is. Okay, let's just leave it as is. We can use it to any of those. We gotta remove it. We don't have this part implemented yet. Macedonia, that's thing that's a manga. Or is it an anime? It's an all there. Okay, so we call this dot dispatch select tracks. We don't need the method. We don't need anything inside of it. We wait for the response. I assume we don't even need the real response. But based on what we do need, if it's highlighted, then so if we have, so we check here if this dot. So that means, okay, so to update it, we're gonna have to call it this dot highlight icon. And oh no, just you don't have to worry about whatever it is, the response. We just call it this dot, this highlight. No, this dot highlight icon. I don't think we need to worry about the response. So we have tracks.update. So now we can update our content to receive this message. Tracks dot update. Ooh, let's move it first to this last line. And then background script and import update like tracks. Or go to wherever this is Q set tracks update and update like track. So this should be here. Go up here. Seems like this should work now. Let's see. Sweet blue. Let's try to light. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, this is. Let's go to the rest of this album. And we're at. Let's go here. Let's click like and we throw in there. And let's see. How do we check? We don't need sound tracker. We don't really need tracks. We could call it track stuff update, track stuff update. So we don't need content. That part is done. And track stuff update, yeah. Update like tracks. That's the name of the function. Don't think we need this any longer. All right. We have to verify that what is being sent. Our method and ID. And after is like fans are like going. Supposed to be silent. I think the M1 was supposed to be silent. Sometimes, we have ID, so it does. Yeah, okay. So see, you want to update this, right? Oh wait, it keeps sending put. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, that's gonna be a problem because this does not refresh the state of this. How do you rectify that? Wi-Fi has it that this. Can we change this on our own? If we load it, it's the correct state, but only through Spotify. How do we do this? We want to, let's say, how does Spotify do it? We need to send this follow the same request that Spotify does that will trigger the UI change here. So if I click done, I probably won't be connected. Let's click done. So it sends a query, variables, input, durations, uncurate. Can we send a similar thing? That's what I'm wondering. One thing is like has a persistent query dot sha or whatever. Do we need to send all of that? So I want to see if we can just send what is or it sends this query. The response, I mean, oh wait, that's the data. Oh, the session's gonna be empty. No, this is a response. I don't really care about that. What about this? Maybe this is the biggest thing. Variable. I don't know. So it's three parse. No, this doesn't really look like. Even if we parse it, this is a what type of request is this? A get request. Yeah, well, it gets new data, but yeah, let's. Oh, there's what is it called? URL parser, maybe decoder, maybe. Okay, it makes a call to filters not modern text filter. Features like songs, your episodes, pre-releases, 150. Offset zero, flatten false, expanded folders, no. Include folders when an extensions equal persist a query. Okay, maybe we try this request maybe to Pathfinder this to be able to get new any updates to our data, right? So this is let's see, we'll count 1000. Okay, this one see where's the items? Okay, items that includes like our well, it's looking for in Spotify album. If the track no, it doesn't matter. Okay. Well, I guess it's like a refresh of data. So if we unlike a song, if there's some kind of page refresh almost. So we can try that. So if we like a track, 'cause that's what Spotify is doing, we if we remove a track from update, or I guess maybe it's also like when I assume it's like when you also remove say you like a song, then it's the same thing, yeah. Yeah, we have to manually send this. The only issue is now, do we have to send extensions field extensions equal? Because I don't know where this hash is coming from. 39069 whatever. Like if you want to look at it, most of it's yeah. We can just copy and paste. There's nothing default about it. The only thing is this. this, which has a this half. Where is it getting from? We don't know. It's the same one, probably different each time. Let's see. S- Spotify's probably generating it. So this one started with 3095, 30695. Or let me just put it below. Or is it the same? No, 30, it starts the same. Looks 30915. Wait, did I not? Maybe I didn't copy the other one fully because it's like it's the same 5D1. Maybe I didn't fully copy the entire link of it. Yeah, maybe it's the same hash. Let me try reloading the page. Maybe it's on page reload that a different one comes up. So let's unlike the track. Let's make sure we get the full. Replace it. And let's call decode 3095. Okay, but I would assume this is specific to a user. Oh, let's try a different browser. Let's see, maybe, or that could be specific to the playlist. Um, network, and what is this? Is like API Pathfinder. Let's limit the filter to Finder. Even then, that's not specific enough, but it's close enough. And let's click like, and I think it's a the get request, and it's the same. It's the same one. So I bet it's just the playlist. I for the playlist. You have to try to see for a different user. I assume it's specifically for, or maybe let's let's see if it's for a different playlist. This is no. What am I thinking? If I remove it from the liked playlist, it's going to be the same. Is it the same? Yeah, well, it is. It's the same, but it's the same. But we don't. But I think it's it's probably unique per user. I'm not sure. But okay, yeah. I'm gonna try to make a request to this without okay, whatever. Even if I did, how is Spotify going to if I make a manual request to it, Spotify's gonna listen for it and update it? How'd that work? Okay, ideally, I force Spotify to make the request, but yeah, let's see. Oh, wait, now this is not. At least we confirmed that it gets liked. So I think that was to unlike it. Let's see. Nope, it didn't. It didn't unlike it. Yeah, let's not worry about that. Code, that hash code first. Let's worry about that if it's toggling it on or off, adding it to our liked songs or removing it. Currently is in our liked songs. So if I click find the put, which is should not be put, it should be delete. It's highlighted. If it's highlighted, we want to delete. If it's not, we want to put. And so we're getting, oh, okay, no. Yeah, this is incorrect. We don't want to call it, it's highlighted, but I mean, highlight icon. You want to get is highlighted. Where is this highlight coming from? We're getting is highlighted from the now playing button. If it's getting its area text value, and what is the now playing button? Now playing button. Yeah, it's probably returning false each time. See, this is probably the issue. What is this button? It should be um, this button. What? Why would the now playing button? Oh, now because now it's the first button. Okay, all right. Replace that at the beginning. I think we were supposed to. All right, so we're gonna have to be more what's it called? Specific. Specific. So we have to have the data on core ID is equal to button tertiary. That should resolve it. So instead of returning false immediately, then we can get the state. Okay, so if it's like right now, and yeah, the button's correct now. So we yeah, we have to update the state as well, the ARIA label, if it's liked or unliked. Let's see. Yeah, it's delete. And so yeah, okay, this is not liked anymore. And we like it, and it's a push request, and it should show up like yeah, okay. All right, okay. Okay. Getting closer. So this our highlight icon. We thought that we have to refresh this somehow. Tell Spotify that there's a change, and it's probably gonna be this call. See if we can do it without this extension value. Currently, it looks like this will always be the same, but then we could probably just only focus on liked songs. If only there's a way like to tell Spotify, yo, this changed instead of us having to manually call it. The only way is like if we click on this and then click on this first one and then it would be click done. So 3 clicks we doesn't make sense to do that. We can try this. All right. So instead, let's just now try just that it works. So if we like it, I mean, let's just try one. It's currently liked. We click on it. It should now be unfilled. You guys should change. And second part is that the label, the tooltip here, it's a liked song. It should be to unliked song. So if it's what am I looking at? Where is this? The highlight icon. And let's have it taken highlight property. And that should be whatever. I guess it's undefined. I don't know. If it's so if we highlight um highlight or this dot is highlighted. So from here on handle click, how do we do this? We send in the opposite of this dot. Now that only works for yeah, maybe the opposite of this dot is highlighted. No, why don't we get the value of actually this of a heart icon? So it would be which is our so a hard icon get and then how do we get it? Uh, .svg. So get the heart. Mm, so let's put highlight is equal to this dot hard button dot first. No, it should be present. For clicking on it, it should be present. First child, and then I think it's probably just like get attribute. So it'll be temp1 dot get attribute fill. First child dot get attribute fill, and if it equals to when I sneeze like that, I just remember we called the community episode where Troy Barnes sneezed. It was like he sneezed like a girl or whatever. It's almost like one of those like soft drink sneezes where it's like almost coming out of your nose. It's like that carbonation. So highlight it, see if the I think that fail is equal to unset maybe. That would make sense. Yeah, so we want the highlight to be based on the current state of the heart icon, not this one. Because yeah, that might even resolve most of this issues because we only want this value if when maybe on song change or initial state, this will be provided by Spotify first. And now afterwards we should handle all any changes to this ourselves to manually set it. So we want to highlight it if it's unset. That makes sense. Okay, let's try. So if I click, let's go to our like songs. It should appear here. If I click like, yeah, it got removed. This did not work though. Weird. Okay. Okay, let's see what highlight is though. I keep this weird date case where I keep misspelling highlight. There's an extra T always, or sometimes I don't even include the H. Because like even the last commit I did a couple of commits backwards just to rename the util because I had it spelled incorrect as well. I was missing the H. Alright, so this takes highlight as if it's undefined. Most of the case it would be undefined, but only this here we provided. right? So here, we can console here, but I assume it's going to be present. It's going to be true or false. And this, if it's undefined, then it would try to get it from here. But if it's defined, it should just be here. Use the value, whether it's false. I mean, regardless of what Boolean value it is. All right, so it's saying it. Hi- Highlighted. It's unset, or I think it should be unset. Like, let's see. Let's go to next track and see. I assume it is unset. So if we get fill, yeah, fill is unset. Let's go back. So I click like, and it is not being set. And where's the console? Console's button, it doesn't console highlight. Oh, there's no hard button. Oh my god. Yeah, see, that's gonna be the death of me. Alright, let's try this again. Everything. This. What? It's hard icon, right? That first child is not a function. Icon. Let's try, let's try. Don't know what's happening here. That H equals. So H dot first child. Oh, okay. Maybe it's first element child. Let's try. Oh, it's a text. First element child. Yeah, okay, I guess you learned. First element. I think I knew that. Yeah, that should fix it. Okay, everything. Click, filled, highlight. You click again, remove. It didn't remove. It still had the put. Okay. Oh, dang, 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 dang. Yeah, see, this one is still based off of this. Oof. Yeah, okay. So also this should not be, this should also be the same thing. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. So it's highlighted, should only be used once. So let's call it is this, let's make it more distinct. This should be is now is, let's call it is Spotify highlighted. This is what Spotify's Spotify highlighted. It's high Spotify. Oh man. Spotify. Ugh. Okay. And then we want one where where is it's highlighted? Oh no. We want to get is heart icon highlighted. This is what this I guess this is probably like our source of truth. The other one is Spotify's source of truth, which we only care about when it's only on first load and on track change. Or let's just put it in. So I don't know. I mean, why? Wait, why is okay? Why is this? It's highlighted. Okay, so on load, highlight icon, we get it from it's Spotify. It's not. However, it's not the same state though. I don't know why it's not anymore. Oh, it is. Okay, so it might just having us just increase the timer for this. So we click on it, it unlikes it. Did it? It's still there. Click on it, it likes it. Wait, it had it delete and then upload. Right? Yeah, this doesn't change. I think we're doing the opposite. Let's so when we highlight dispatch and we highlight it, this heart icon highlight. Oh, we would send the opposite. It should be the opposite at this point. If it was highlighted before, we send it now to be the opposite. Yep, 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 yep. So we loaded it, it's not there. We click on it. Do I click on it? Oh, great. No, nothing's working. Click like so. What is going This, no, this is older. Or no, I think it might think that we're clicking on this instead of animation. Okay, so if we're not seeing anything here, let's go to no, we don't see errors here. So what could it be? Like the song? It's not even registering that there's a click event. It is reloading on save changes. Those aren't any real issues. I click like song, it goes through, I mean, deletes it. Why is it deleting it? Okay, what's going on? How to send delete? Is heart icon highlighted? Or are these like separate? I want to see if maybe these are, yeah, so it's heart icon highlighted. It'd be highlighted if it equals on set? No. Oh, okay. If it's not equal to unset. So one of them is the opposite what we want. So here, or I guess here, the method is if it's highlighted, we want to delete. But here we're checking for if it's not highlighted. So I guess let's change it to the property value, or we can just change it to not. It's the same thing. Probably easier to just use unset because otherwise, if we ever decide to change the color for the fill, so if it's not highlighted, if it's not unset, then it's highlighted, and that should work. If it's highlighted, we delete, otherwise we put it. And does that work for here? We want to send the opposite. Yeah, I think that's all right. So right now, this song is not in our like playlist. You click like, it adds it, so it's a pull request, and it's filled in. We click again, it's unliked, and it's removed. So why doesn't that update this? Like it's so if I like it, Spotify adds it. Oh wait, I want to see if if I can watch per for like in addition to the playlist that I can maybe. No, I don't want to be able. To, I don't want to be the one to turn this on or off. I could. Oh, okay, I remember with you. I think that's our solution right now for the most part because we're gonna remove this. This is its own entire thing, but we're gonna remove this. So this is working as intended. Other than updating the tooltip label. So if let's say we call highlight icon, and if it's highlight, where we have highlight here, highlight, and we want to oh no, let's have that new function, update icon label, and we want to get our highlight value, height, highlight, and this dot um, our icon, what's that attribute, our label to be equals, if it's highlighted, no, it's either, okay, so if it's highlight, okay, let me just write it here. I know it's incoming pretty will probably just like move it to 2 lines. You might as well put it 2 lines. String, I mean state or text. Let's call it text equals, okay. Let's highlight. It's gonna be the text. Like, I guess. Save to like maybe. No, I guess save. Oh, I guess save to. Otherwise, it's going to be removed from. Yeah, from liked. Save to liked and remove from liked. I don't know what it was before. Add to liked. And if I change remove from liked songs, I'm not going to put that model. And again, I keep spelling it. Highlight. And let's change to text. What am I missing? Oh, this should be, and here we'll call this update one label. What probably? Ooh. Okay, now let's go. Okay, so it should be now active. Well, I got it wrong. Okay, it's the opposite. If it's highlight, you want to remove it. Here. Oh no, this is not here either. Oh, Leave to like. Move from like. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Mm, everything coming up roses. Oops. No, I need that config. See if there's any stray console log that we need. Nope. All right. We don't need that. Dispatcher. Let's put it up here. Yeah, okay, so that's like the entirety of this thing mostly. And we would hide this and never speak of it again. So where if I got this direct node dot style dot what is it? Visibility is a field in the key visibility. I want to set the visibility. It's hidden and dot padding to 0. Oh no. Let's make sure this is where is this? The now playing button. There's the now playing button. Okay, now let's save it. Ref node. Otherwise, we're calling it each time. But it's querying for it each time. It's query for it only once. I, it is visible. It's visible, but the padding should have removed it or take the padding. Now playing with it. Yes, yes. Just keeping it like taking up room. Maybe like a width of 0. Yeah, okay, add width of 0. So is padding even required? Yeah, both. Alright. Damage. What's the current padding on it? Because if I remove node, I want to be able to add this back, I guess. Padding. Padding. Yeah, what it is. Let's look at computed. It's 8. Padding of 8. And I guess width of 16. 1 rem. Okay. So let's put toggle now by button. And if height, um, it'll be the same thing as this. This ref number button. We don't need this. And if it's hide, wanna hide, it's hidden. Or I think visibility none, maybe. And padding, if it's hide, it's 0. Otherwise, it's let's try. I think it's 1 rem or 16 pixels. No, oh no, it's 0.5 pixel. I mean 8 pixels. 8 pixels. 8 pixels, which is half a rem. If it's hide, it's also 0. Otherwise, it's 1 rem maybe. You could show. It seems weird going to hide. If it's show, visibility is unordered. I don't know. What are the values for visibility? Collapse hidden. Oh, visible. Like, if it's show, it's visible. And then this would be 0.5 rem, otherwise 0. And this would be 1 rem or 0. A show would be false. Here shows false. And we will remove the icon. Oh, I don't have a remove icon. No, let's have a remove icon. Then it'll be just dot now. No, toggle. Toggle now playing to show would be false. No, it'll be true. there. And it's just to be able to read the state even though it's hidden. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I'm like practically almost done. Yeah, I guess we're done for from now playing state, right? So if I go, so the next track here is not liked. Okay, let's like the next track. So if we go to next track, it should, and then the next one should be unfilled. Yeah, all right, okay, we're done. This would be its own thing. I mean, it's still gonna be part of it. I might as well implement it for it as well. So to add a new one, new icon, I have no idea how to do it. Okay, but I'm going to stop here. Make those commits, and yeah, we might have to move some functions up and down, maybe. But for the most part, it is done. And background one, that's just missing for tracks, update, message, and call service. And here, was sync state, I guess. We did connect the heart icon to our service to the like an unlike service. Also, it's syncing the state, I guess. Yeah, so I guess it's okay enough. Okay, a lot of what's it called? Yeah, it's like 10 commits, 13 commits. Okay, let's see. You know the greatest thing? I just noticed this, I think, just reviewing this pull request yesterday, where you can filter the files you want to look at, which makes sense because this is a prettier setup, right? And every file prettier and prettier on every single file, and we don't need to look at all those changes, right? We only want to look at the setup for it. So it'd be like whatever is no extension in dot file, right? I don't need to look at the YAML. YAML would be like the what would be the YAML file? Or probably like our GitHub Actions. So I need to look at three files really: the pre-ignore, pre-RC, and our I guess this. No, I need to look at the package.json. So maybe one JSON file. So prepare format. Yeah, okay. Prepare. Yeah, that's it. That looks good. Um, yeah, I think that's probably I can approve that. Ooh, wait a minute. Sorry, sorry. This I'm missing one other thing. Must be an npmrc. So like this should be not what's it called? I think that this is for minor version. I think this tilde. Can't recall. The carrots were made up. No, no. This is for patch versions. But I think we wanted mention. I wanted to be exact, and it's supposed to be npmrc file maybe. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, this is not really part of this last stream. I'm going to stop it here. We got uh the first part of the like unlike track functionality. This UI. Second part would be this UI, or oh no, wait, actually, we want it to be. We still need to implement. Forgot about this UI. This has to match to connect this as well. So second part would be connecting this part. So this art icon reflects this heart icon, and clicking like on this or update this, unlike should update this as well. So we need to keep it in sync. That's the second part. And but it should be easier because we're not connecting this to anything. Just this is we're just sending a message. If this is clicked here, send a message to click this. That's all we're doing. And then when this is clicked, we send the updated change back to here. Yeah, that's not complicated. That's all we need to do. This is only fix we have to fix second part, and then the third part probably the bigger one of the bigger parts. So we'll end the stream here. We might finish this later on today, tonight, or it could be tomorrow. All right, so I'm gonna end the stream right here. 2:46. Ooh. All right. See. Good work today, Charles.